Salwa.
Nick.
Maria.
Tufik.
Caitlin.
Salwa Jr.
So I want to imagine a scenario. Imagine a world without light. Every time nighttime hits, you have to grab a stack of candles and you just have to light up every corner, every crevice of your house or of your room. It would take a lot of time, it would make a lot of mess, and it would be inconvenient. So also, you might have your house burnt down. Fire hazard.
Of course.
So the world needs innovation. However, before I discuss about innovation, let's dig deep into the definition of it. And thanks to this organizational database that I found called JustStore, I was able to find that. Innovation is the adaptation of new or improved educational ideas, practices, or techniques. So the innovation I want to talk about is the light bulb. It was a simple concept of illuminating your home at the flick of a knob. It was invented in 1879 by Thomas Edison, and homes around the world started becoming illuminated from it. Thomas Edison's magnificent invention ultimately allowed safety to be more prominent in homes. His invention also made gaslighting be put to the side because his main source of the light bulb was illuminating the world. Everybody's an expert on something. Whether it's video games, childcare, or backpacking, everyone's an expert. Although Thomas Edison wasn't a video gamer, I don't know if he was a backpacker, I don't know if he had kids, but I sure do know he lit up the world. So that's one cool thing to know about him. I think that was a cool fact that I saw from my textbook. Gas-powered lights were effective, but provided many issues. In a sense, gas-powered lights were very effective, but they smelled horrible. They were very dangerous, but they lit up our streetlights, they lit up our homes back then. They smelled really bad. Like imagine your home smelling like a gas station. Some people might prefer the smell of a gas station, but I don't want my room to smell like diesel. Pardon me. Gas also left stains within the homes of others. Gaslighting at home was increasingly popular in the mid-19th century. That is because gas was being used everywhere in candles. I'll get into candles later. Although it was usually frowned upon in bedrooms, that is because it caused choking hazards, the risk of fumes, and ultimately you can burn in your sleep. And I don't think nobody wants that in their sleep. Knowing that your house is at risk of exploding would not help me sleep well at night, and I don't know if it'd help you guys sleep well at night.
No, of course not.
Although gas is highly effective, ultimately I would choose the innovative light bulb over everything. I don't know about you guys though.
For sure.
So now we're on to the gas light. Let's move on to the candle. Candles were accessible to everyone, but not effective for everyone. You see, the thing about candles is that they were more accessible to the higher class, and the lower class, the less fortunate, had lesser quality candles, and the high class people had higher quality candles, which were extracted from sperm whales. Now, it didn't smell as bad, it probably lasted longer, but the thing about the people who were less fortunate, they had bad quality candles. So theirs had tallow, and so their house probably smelled bad. Also, candles didn't even help illuminate a house. If you needed to find something near, you have to place a candle really close to whatever you're looking at, and like even that would put your house at risk of a fire. So I wouldn't want that. It's a fire hazard, and it's just a risk, and I wouldn't want to take a risk like that. So third of all, although candles are somewhat helpful, they were smelly. They just smelled really bad, and I wouldn't want my house smelling bad. I have an essential oil diffuser in my room because I like smelling good. Thomas Edison illuminated the world in 1879 when he invented the light bulb. Moving on from the candle, talking about Thomas Edison, his innovative invention ultimately changed the world because his light bulb came to be and allowed a lot of places to save energy. Let's take a look at campuses. In a sense, university campuses, especially those in a large city or small city, have built with incentives to minimize energy use. I found that from a organizational website, and I found that to be really cool because we're innovating the light bulb. We're perfecting what we're making. And I just think that's cool. Edison used trial and errors. He had many prototypes that failed. He kept going and going until he ultimately succeeded. And that's cool. At first, you don't succeed, try again. And his invention ultimately helped to light houses in effective ways. You can take a look around you. We're surrounded by light. We're surrounded by light bulbs. Maybe it's on an antique chandelier. That might be the original light bulb. I don't know.
It's
But-
not.
So gaslighting was effective, but also dangerous, as it increased lighting in rooms, but also increased danger. We don't want danger in our house, do we?
No.
See, candles gave little light, only lasted a little time, and those who were wealthy had better access to them. Would you want your house to smell like tallow 24/7?
No.
No.
However, Edison's ultimate invention of the light bulbs ultimately let others have safe lighting in a room without fear of gas explosion. I think that's awesome, and thank you guys for your time.
It's
Thank you.
awesome.